levels and whatever you have available to you at the moment. Make sure you can see your screen so you can follow along with me, and without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so how today is going to work is we are going to work in supersets, so taking it 2 exercises at a time. We'll repeat each superset twice before we move on. So first up, dumbbells in each hand. You're going to bring one dumbbell up for a hammer curl, bringing the opposite knee up for a march. So we're keeping our elbows close to our sides, taking it nice and slow, controlling everything on the way down as well as the way up. And as you extend your arm down from your curl, making sure we're extending all the way at the bottom. So we want to exhale as we bring everything up. So this is a nice little warm up for the core. Nice job, taking a 15-second rest. Next up, you're going to bring dumbbells up to your shoulders, palms facing inwards towards your head. We're going to press it up without locking the elbows out at the top. Bring it down, then opposite knee to elbow, back to center. We press it up, down, and crunch. As you crunch, think about reaching your elbow towards that knee. So envisioning like you're doing this on the ground, the crunch part at least. You're reaching that upper body, envisioning that you're lifting those shoulder blades up off the floor to reach that elbow towards the knee. Again, make sure you're exhaling on your crunch, closing that rib cage. Nice job. We're going to take a quick 15-second rest. Repeat those 2 before we move on. So doing these marches, same thing with your knee. Think about bringing it up and in front of you. And we're thinking about crunching, keeping that core nice and tight. When you're doing standing core work, it is really important, even when you're doing core work on the ground, but especially standing, that we focus on our breath and we use our breath to our advantage. So as we're exhaling, we're crunching and engaging the core. Nice job. Exercise number 2, our shoulder press with our opposite elbow to knee crunch. When you are crunching and your dumbbells are here, make sure they're not resting down here. We want to be using those shoulders and holding them up nice and square. So this exercise, we're exhaling on our shoulder press and on the crunch. Nice job. All right, we're gonna drop one dumbbell. Moving on. You're gonna hold your dumbbell like so. Nice neutral stance with some bent knees. You're gonna raise it up, right out from the shoulders. Bring it in, 2 knees in, extend, and lower. We bring it up, crunch, crunch, extend, and lower. As you extend, make sure they're coming directly up from the shoulders. Think about bringing those knees up to the dumbbell. Nice job. Exercise number 2, sticking with one dumbbell. Dumbbell's in the right hand, left arm is out. We're going to bring it up to our shoulder. From here, you have a slight bend in your knees. Lower body is going to twist back to center. Upper body is going to press back to center. So we're using that core, feeling the momentum here and twisting. You're going to feel that shoulder. Again, we're exhaling. Just a few more. Make sure we're not flaring the ribs here, keep them tucked. Nice job. Whew, give that right shoulder a rest. We're going to do our front raise with our knees in, and then we'll do the left side. As you're raising this dumbbell up in front of you, make sure you're grounded here. Rib cage is closed, core is already turned on. You lift it up. You're going to feel that core, bring it in, crunch, crunch, extend, and lower. Remember to keep your posture with your upper body, so don't let these shoulders cave forward. We want to keep them down the back. Chest is open. All right, enjoy this 15-second rest because we're about to burn out that left shoulder. So remember, we are twisting the other way, so you're going to twist towards the arm without the dumbbell. Here we go. It's only 45 seconds. You can do it. Use that breath. Nice job. All right, holding on to this single dumbbell, we're going to do, again, more marching with the lower body. This time we're going to extend the dumbbell down beside your hip, bring it back to center. So you're doing a slight twist using that core. And we're alternating. We want to keep those elbows tucked to the sides. So this is almost like a little curl. Bring that knee up. Nice job, picking up your second dumbbell. Next up is just regular bicep curls. So focusing on our biceps this round. You're gonna keep a nice grounded stance. Tuck those elbows, shoulders down the back, lifting the dumbbells up. And control, making sure that we are extending this elbow all the way at the bottom and up. Don't flare the rib cage here, keep everything tucked. Nice job. Dropping one dumbbell. Starting off with our march. You really have to use your balance here as you extend and try and bring that knee up as high as you can. That's really going to help you feel that in the core. Nice job. Shake those arms out, getting ready for our last round of bicep curls. Take these slow if you need to. Find that posture, close the ribcage, core is engaged. Control those dumbbells on the way down. Nice job. All right, drop both of those dumbbells. We're onto our last superset. So, fingertips by your ears. You are either reaching for your toe, your ankle, your shin, or your knee. You just really want to make sure that you're feeling it in the core, and we're going to alternate sides. So again, mind to muscle. Envision like you're on the floor, so your back is nice and still, and you're just reaching for the toe. We want to keep the back nice and straight. Nice job. Last exercise, dropping one dumbbell. We're going to do a little bit of triceps since we haven't hit those yet, but also add in a little bit of core. So standing nice and grounded position, we're going to lift all the way up above head. That's where we're going to use the core. Then we're going to do a tricep extension or slow pressure where we're standing. Extend, use that core to lower. We lift it all the way up, drop it down. Extend and lower. So those elbows need to stay exactly where they are as you do that tricep extension. Your upper body should not be moving. We're using that core to stabilize us. Nice job. 15-second rest. You can drop that dumbbell. Last time doing these two exercises. So like I said before, let's try and keep our back still. So envision that we're laying on the ground. We would just be lifting that upper body off the floor to reach for those toes. Don't forget to exhale, use your breath. Nice job. Grabbing one dumbbell, last round. So as we lift this dumbbell above the head, we don't want to be dipping forward before we do so to use momentum. We want to stay in a straight line here, core is engaged. Nothing moves except for those arms. Nice job. And that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this.
First day after, how many months now? 2, I think. It wasn't all bad. Starting over. It's never too late to begin again. Time for me to cool down, take a shower, and be bashaj, guys. I would love to post more of these so that whoever's interested in working out, they can start on their workout journey. So I'm going to try my level best to create more of such content courtesy of MedFit. Thank you. Toodles.